everyone, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. Today I'm going to tell you all about my Chanel Medallion tote. I'm going to give a review, show you what fits, etc., and give some buying guides or a buying guide I should say, as to what to look for if you want this particular bag, and just in general what I found is really helpful for buying vintage Chanel. Hey Tiggs. He's just such a ham, guys. Hi baby. Okay. Tiger's just going to be here as a silent observer, I guess. Say hi to everyone. Yes. Oh, you're going to be a little bit shy now and duck your head. So, here is my bag. So many of you have commented that you love this bag, that this is a bag that's been on your wish list for a really long time. Everybody knows that this was discontinued in 2012, I believe. And this was considered to be a classic at one point. This was in their classic range, according to Yugi's Closet. So you can see it has the big CC stitched on the front. It has a double handle, of course the medallion for which it is named. It's a zip bag, a little sneak peek of inside. In the back you have a slip pocket, and the bottom is just plain. So I featured this bag in my Bags That Describe Me video, and you all know that this is one that I just absolutely love. But I've had a chance to use it many times now, and it's my bag of the day today. Not that I've really gone anywhere, but it is my bag of the day. It was my bag of the day yesterday too, which was Sunday. So let me give you some of the things about this bag. So I bought this, it was listed in very good condition on Fashion File. When I got the bag, I did an unboxing and I showed the couple of marks that I could see. And since that time, I've used some saddle soap to clean this up a little bit in some areas where there were some slight marks. And it's helped tremendously, guys. I mean, in the back here, let me show you, there was, you might not really be able to see it too well, but right here, there's like a little hint of a spot. It looks like it's glue residue, but it's in kind of a strange place. But anyway, it was a slightly bit darker than this, and the saddle soap cleaned it up. I also had a couple of other spots on the front. You can see there's a little spot of glue residue right there near the C, and then another one right here. Teeny, teeny, tiny. But I did use saddle soap to clean it up, and that's just what's left. That may even be something that kind of chips off in time, you know, as you wear it, because it's a surface mark. It's not in the leather, so it probably will come off. You know, it's just kind of like sitting on the leather. I also cleaned up the corners a little bit, and you can see there is a little bit of corner where nothing's through the piping and the leather's not worn down, but you can see it's a little bit smooth in a couple of places, very, very slightly, not like my Cassie. You can see this corner. But this is an old bag, guys. This is 20 years old. It's really in unbelievable condition. I mean, I would call this very good condition and not excellent condition. So I'm just kind of showing you the corners. It's sort of like a glorified ABS here, just to give a closer look. And gosh, I'm losing all my stuff. So, this bag, you can see the medallion doesn't have any tarnishing. It doesn't have any marks on it. All the gold is still bright and shiny, as well as the gold on the chain. So here it's both sides. I would have considered having this replated, but there's really no need for it. It's really, really nice looking. So, you know, this has a zip, and I'll show you what it looks like zipped. It's got a very easy zipper. And when it's zipped, the medallion kind of comes over the top to hang like this, like a nice little charm. I've heard people say that they've lost the medallion, that it's come loose. I really don't know how, because I'm looking at it and it's connected to the zipper. See how the zipper pull, it has the loop at the top? This is connected through to the zipper. And I don't really see any kind of a break in the chain itself. There's a small break in the zipper where I guess you could pull it apart if you needed to, you know, if you needed to replace that medallion, but it's not going to come loose on its own. It's pretty tight in there. So this has like a wedge shape. You can see it's much wider at the bottom. I believe the bottom is about 6 inches and then tapers off at the top, so where you don't have any width. So obviously you're going to be able to fit a lot of things at the bottom, but the nice thing about this bag is it's plenty roomy enough that you're not going to really run out of room stuffing it too quickly. And let me show you what I have currently in the bag. So this is a stiff caviar, and I'm going to get into that in a minute. So I have in the slip pocket here, I have a hand sanitizer, card holder, some paperwork, and then in the main compartment I have my Chanel Caviar cosmetic case, case, and I have Coach pencil case, my Chanel card holder wallet, and my key pouch. And since everything's out, I'm going to show you really quickly what the inside looks like. And you can see that this pocket is stretched, and that's one of the things that you're going to find that's common with these bags. And even the medallion inside, for the inside pocket, you see that hanging there? It's still perfectly gold. I mean, it's really in excellent shape. The zip pocket inside goes down from where the zipper is here, right here, straight down. So it's a really roomy compartment. If you needed to put some papers there that you didn't want to have, you know, get bent up and ruined, or if you wanted to tuck away some receipts, it's perfect for that. You can put your phone. It's probably going to stretch that compartment down a little bit more, so I really wouldn't recommend that. This is fully leather inside and out. The lining in this is leather, so it is going to stretch. I mean, it's just a fact. It's a very slightly grained leather, and I think that this is cowhide inside, but it's very soft. And the inside of the pocket is also, I'm pretty sure the pocket is leather inside and out. And you know, it's definitely softened very, very much with age. And you could even see, probably you can see that the Chanel logo inside is still pretty crisp. There's nothing really that's chipped off of it. So it says Chanel made in Italy. So with all the things that are inside this bag, you could still fit a ton more. So I'm going to just pack it back up. After it's filled, I mean, you could put a water bottle in here if you needed to. You could put a notebook. You can put a larger wallet. You could put a second cosmetic case. I mean, with everything in the bag, you still have tons of room. And oh, my nose spray. So you can see that this doesn't even make a dent in the bag. If you needed to take a scarf, you could put a scarf on the top and just layer it that way. I took this to the store. I had to go get some prescriptions and some allergy medicines, and you know, they're not giving away plastic bags anymore, so I just got everything from the store and just put it in my tote. You know, there was nothing in there that was going to either sweat or leak or be a problem. I just put it in and, you know, didn't need to use a bag, so it was just perfect for that. So you don't have to worry about, you know, carrying small things. It's a great bag if you're going shopping and you know that you're going to be getting maybe little gifts or cards or, you know, little odds and ends. You have plenty of room in here to keep your things plus the things that you buy. The slip pocket in the back is great for holding your phone. I'm not afraid that anything's going to happen back here. And I wanted to talk a little bit about the leather, the caviar leather on this bag. And as I said, this is 100% leather, in and out. You hear that? That's how solid this leather is. It's a hard caviar leather. To me, it feels almost like a turtle shell. Well, I call it like a turtle shell in my mind, of course. And it's very, very, very durable and very hard wearing. Unlike the softer caviar, like what I have on this cosmetic case. You see how squishy this is? And the caviar itself is much, much, much more delicate. I mean, you're not going to hear any noise when you squish this or knock on it. So, and of course it has this has the quilted nylon lining, so it does make it really nice and soft and squishy. But the caviar itself, you can see the grain on this is really small. You see that? Where the light hits it. While the grain on the Medallion tote is a little bit bigger. It's definitely a little bit more of a textured pebbling, where this is teeny tiny and definitely a little bit smaller and closer together. So that's the difference. Chanel makes caviar leather and they're not all exactly the same. So think about that when you're looking at some vintage caviar pieces. So just to kind of review things to know if you are interested in this bag, you're probably going to have a stretched pocket. Look out for the Medallion. Make sure that it's in really good condition. You might find some chipping, you might find a little bit of peeling, and you know, it's up to you how much you're willing to sacrifice. The other big thing is whether or not the handles are sturdy and upright, because one of the common issues with this bag is the handles are prone to get weak here because they're so thin and they'll flop over. Now the bag's still 100% usable if that happens. It's not really anything that's going to take away from the functionality or from the looks of it, because when you're carrying it, it's going to be like this, but it's going to kind of flop over like a Neverfull handle would. And sometimes those bags are a little less expensive, but I saw one on Fashion File that was listed for $2,600 and it didn't have upright handles like on my bag. So price range, keep in mind, I looked on Fashion File and the price ranges that I've seen go from $1,200 up to over $2,600. And the $2,600 price was for a black caviar with gold. There was one in beige that was the same color as mine, and it was listed for $17.95. I don't think that it was in quite as good condition, but it was good. There was a little bit of wear in the corners, but I don't think that it was so much wear as much as it is dirt. And like I said before, if you're willing to get some saddle soap and use it on those spots, it's going to clean it right up. So for the price, it's really worth putting a little bit of elbow grease in. in my opinion. Now, Yoda had called leather surgeons or emailed or contacted leather surgeons in some way and asked for a price to do a spa on her Kanban tote. And I want to leave the link to her video for the Kanban, where she talks about how she asked for a quote to just spa the bag because there was really nothing that needed to be repaired. She just wanted some places cleaned. You know, in the front she has white CCs. She wanted to have those cleaned, and they quoted her a price somewhere around $350. And I said, absolutely no way. I am not spending $350 for them to basically use a leather cleaner and conditioner on a bag that doesn't really need it. So I told Yoda to go out and get some saddle soap. I don't know that she's done it yet. She doesn't really have any major problems, so I think that she's okay with it and using it. She's used it and is really pleased with it. But again, I did clean up those couple of spots and they came out just fine. I mean, I don't have a problem doing that if I were to find a bag that I really loved that had some areas that did look like they could be cleaned. So based on your own experience, you can judge whether you feel comfortable or not and take it from there. So I hope that this information helped. I'm not an expert, but I do know that when you're looking for certain things, especially when it comes to this bag, what to look for, and in general with vintage Chanel, you do want to pay attention to condition, and you do want to look out for things that are fixable and workable versus a bag that's already trashed. Because I've noticed that if the bag is pink, number one, and if it has a CC on it anywhere, like this, the price is much higher than for a plain quilted bag with a small CC somewhere inconspicuous, like on the zipper pull without the medallion, you know, on the zipper pull, or just branded somewhere else, or even with no branding, because there are Chanel bags with no branding. So keep in mind what you're okay with and what your budget is, and I think that you can find a lot of really nice pieces under $2,000, vintage pieces in awesome condition that you're going to have and hold and love. And I love this bag. Love this bag. She's staying right where she is with me. So you're not going to see her on Fashion File, guys. She's going to go back in my closet when I'm done using her for now. So thanks for watching. I'm glad that you're here. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. And before I go, let me tell you, I have some friends who are coming. My two friends from Poland will be here on Thursday. My filming schedule may be a little wonky, but I'm going to put a community post because one of my friends has written a book about ABBA, and she's going to be here, and she would be willing to do a Q&A for any ABBA fans. So if you know anybody that has a question, she's met the band. She's written 2 books actually about ABBA, and she pretty much is like the encyclopedia on ABBA. So I'll be posting the information, and you can leave questions in the comment box or leave it on the community post. So again, thank you so much, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.